YouTube. Hold on. Gotta get my brush. I was gonna do it at the end of the video, but it didn't happen, so let me do it again. Hold on, people. Hold on. Brush is here somewhere. Oh, yes, there we go. There you go. Cannot do a video without a brush. I need my brush. Hold on, America. Hold on, YouTube. Hold on. Here we go. This time we're going to get to the end of the video and do that exactly again. Hold on. Alright. Now, this is another sex game video. I decided I'm going to make another one because in some categories on the internet, everybody loves to jock for position. Everybody loves the title of being number one. And I feel so motivated by this other YouTuber who told me behind the scenes that if you want to be the best of the best, if you want to be number one, number uno, if you really want to be the top dog, you want to be the top gun in the West, you're going to have to work a little bit more harder. So I'm a little bit motivated, excited for this video. This one, BBW women and older women are going to get very happy and excited by. The name of the title of this video is called Sex Game Chad Sometimes Dates BBW and Older Women. Now, you might spit out your Coca-Cola, your Pepsi, your Sprite, your 7-Up. Like I said, don't nobody drink Sierra Mist, water, apple juice, orange juice, tea, coffee. Whatever drink you normally drink, you might spit it out. You heard what the name of the title is called. It's called Sex Game Chad Sometimes Dates BBW and Older Women. See, this is one of those highly controversial type of YouTube videos because it draws huge debate on the internet. For the past 15, 20 years, people have argued back and forth, day and night, week in and week out, day in and day out, over this big debate. Chad only dates super hot, attractive women, right? You've heard those stupid, dumb, delusional pickup artists and dating coaches tell you, nah, Chad only dates nothing but the best. The pickup artists and the dating coaches refer to super hot, attractive women as 8s, 9s, and 10s. Midtowns, red pill, guys that are not even a part of the red pill or midtown community will just say super hot, attractive women. You know, and you got some men who will argue with you until pigs can fly into outer space. Yes, you heard exactly what I said, until pigs can fly into outer space. They'll argue with you until they're actually correct. Now, what I've noticed is that this is a big, big, big deal to a lot of men. It's not a big deal to black women. Black women can care less. It's not a big deal to white women. It's not a big deal to Mexican women, sexy mamacitas. It's not even a big deal to Asian or Indian or Samoan women. The only person who makes a big deal out of this 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year is us men. You know, mostly black men, white men, Latino men. We usually make a big deal out of this. You know, it comes up all the time in life. When we play basketball at the park, when we're at the gym at 24-hour fitness, or we're at work trying to kill time and we're looking at the clock and we want to go home because we've been at work for 6 hours, 8 hours, 10, 12, 15 hours or whatever. You know, you got 20, 30 minutes to kill, right, of a conversation. It always comes up between two guys. Doesn't matter if it's two black men, two white men, or two Mexican men. It always comes up 85 to 90% of the time. It comes up in a conversation. Chad only dates super hot, attractive women, not BBWs or older women. Well, here's the thing. The past 15 years, I've noticed there are professional basketball players and football players that women consider physically, sexually attractive that are actually Chads, that are Tyrones, that are Brads. And so often they actually do date BBW women. There are some guys that are rich and famous that do date exclusively BBW white women, BBW Mexican women, BBW black women. There are some guys, or Chad, that do date some older women. I think the term that they now use in the dating game is cougars. A prime example of that is Terrell Owens. When he was playing professional football 20 years ago, when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles, Terrell Owens was like 25, 26, maybe might have been 27, and he was trying to date this actress that was on a TV show. Perhaps you remember it. It was called Desperate Housewives. Yeah, he actually was dating the actress of that television show. And they had this halftime commercial where he would come into the tunnel after the Eagles won a football game, and she would actually be in the locker room, and then the commercial would cut off because it was a highly controversial commercial. He's just one professional football player that was dating a woman that was between the ages of 40 to 45. Today she's like almost 60. But my point is, that's proof of evidence that Chad would actually date an older woman. Then you have the football player that played with the New York Giants. I think his name is Odell Beckham Jr. I'm probably not saying his name properly. You guys know his names better than I do. He played on the New York Giants. And there were some complaints that there was this actress who did a TV show on HBO called Girls that ran for 4 seasons. And she found, Beckham Jr. physically, sexually attractive. And she was hollering at him, but he was ignoring her. And she got mad because he blew her off. But then that same year, he was, talking to Eddie Murphy's first wife, his ex-wife, Nicole Murphy. And guess what? She must be physically, sexually attractive because they actually dated. First there was the rumors, nah, I'm not dating no football player. And then it got out that they actually was dating, but it was in secrecy. So that's 2 professional football players that dated older women. And it wasn't just them. There were more basketball players, more football players that were doing this. You even had some women who dated baseball players. You had some women that would do this with professional wrestlers. So, yes, Chad will take out BBW women out to lunch and dinner and for a cup of coffee. Yes, Chad, Tyrone, and Brad on an occasion will take older women in their 40s and 50s out to lunch and dinner. Yes, Chad will, on an occasion or two, but actually have happy time with BBW women and with older women. Now, the reason why I make this into a video is because it's highly controversial. I made another video like months ago, way before we got to this point last year, called There's 2 Different Chads. Part 1 was if you're Chad number 1 and you were in high school and college, you dated women that were cheerleaders, girls on the dance team. You got to be prom king. The girl was prom queen. If you were in college, the same thing. And then if you were rich and famous and you were a Chad or a Tyrone or a Brad, you would be dating Hollywood actresses in television and film. You would probably be dating someone like Charlize Theron when she was super fine. I mean, she's fine now, but you guys know what I mean. Back when she was super fine. Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Lawrence, women on that level. And guess what? There would be this debate. Who's better to date, younger women or older women? And sometimes I have these arguments and man-to-man, father-to-son discussions with my dad and my uncle. And sometimes at the gym. And this gets debated too. And sometimes you'll hear some guys say, well, there are some Chads that are good-looking that will date BBW black women, BBW white women, BBW Mexican women. You got some Chads that will date older women. Now, Chad number 2 does what I'm describing, but then there is Chad number 1 who does do it. You want some more proof of evidence? There is a rap song that Drake made 4 years ago called I Normally Don't Do This Unless I'm Drunk. And in the rap song, Drake describes himself as a Chad getting with a woman that could be either a BBW or an older woman. Chris Brown made a rap song, I think 4 or 5 years ago, that everyone keeps bumping up in the hood. Is that one song where Chris Brown keeps saying, bad, bad, you know what is on it, good girls is on it, big women is on it, older women is on it, everybody's on it. You know, that's one rap song that comes from Chris Brown. He even entertains the idea that he is a Chad and that big women come on to him, older women come on to him, young and old come on to him, women of in general come on to him. Yeah. So this video is not to criticize or ridicule or bash anyone. There has come a time where Chad gets bored. How do I describe Chad dating BBW women or older women? Remember when Mike Tyson first became the undisputed reigning heavyweight champion of the world in professional boxing? I know it's like 25 years ago, but back when Mike Tyson was the man in boxing, where Tyson was just knocking people out left and right. Tyson was the man. And I remember the commentator said, is Mike Tyson bored? You know, for 7 years, he had 7 championship title defenses. And he had a perfect record as heavyweight champion. He was 7-0 as the reigning heavyweight champion. Well, let's swap out the championship belt and swipe in the women. There does come a time where dating super hot, attractive women gets bored. It could take 3 months. It could take 6 months. It could take a year, 2 years. It could be 5 years. But eventually, Chad, Tyrone, and Brad eventually gets tired of dating super hot, attractive women that are 8s, 9s, and 10s. Now, you might say that's impossible. Well, anything is possible. There's come a time. You might get tired of eating pizza, right? You're not going to eat pizza 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right? Because that would be madness, right? You would not eat the same fruits and vegetables every single day. You would go literally insane and crazy if you kept dating the same type of women over and over and over again. Eventually you get bored, eventually you get tired, and then you want something new to do. You want something to challenge you. And sometimes Chad needs a challenge. And sometimes Chad might do some things that are highly questionable, stuff that doesn't make sense to average men. And the reason why I say you got basketball players, football and baseball players, you got actors who have done it. You look at the guy that was on True Blood, the guy that was playing the wolf. Well, he dates Sofia Varga, and Sofia Varga is between the ages of 45 to 50 years old. That's a woman that's like older, and people consider him a Chad because he's buff, he's big. You know who I'm talking about, the guy who played Flash Thompson in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. Yeah, he dated some older women. Leonardo DiCaprio did it. Ryan Gosling had done it. Ryan Gosling, when he was young in the beginning of his acting career, dated 2 or 3 older women. Let me see who else did this that was considered Chad level. What's his name? He was in Baywatch. Zac Efron. Zac Efron had done some movies where he would have a co-star that was an older woman and then